softball at Smith Family Stadium. Also a free dance party. Might as well have some fun with it. We're sure having fun calling this game. Alongside Jenna Becerra, I'm Jordan Watkins. And Stanford dramatically tying things up at the bottom of the 7th. So as we start the 8th, it's the top of the lineup for the Bruins. Still going up against Elena Vaughter. And she just threw pitch number 116 in game number 1. And for Perez, already 2 hits in this game for her, both singles. She stole a base in the first, was caught stealing in the 5th. There's that off-speed pitch for Elena Vaughter. It is come in handy, as Jenna talked about. You've seen it for a first pitch strike. You've seen it for a strikeout. You've also seen it to help turn the tide of certain at-bats as well in the middle of an at-bat.
If you're the Bruins, Bree Perez is exactly the hitter you want up in this situation.
Right on cue, sends one deep, and right on the warning track, it is caught. Eliak and Taylor Gendelsberger collided. Eliak hung on to it, but Taylor Gendelsberger still down. Elena Vaughter went straight to the ground as she was concerned about her teammates, as there's a hush right now at Smith Family Stadium. Taylor Gendelsberger still down right now.
Almost one of those situations where Taylor Gendelsberger covered so much ground. I don't know if Eliak really realized how close she was to her, which may have caused some communication issues. So all the way over near the S is where Gendelsberger's coming. And she stood up now. She did go down hard.
She's trying to shake it off right now. A couple of laughs out there in the outfield. And I think Taylor's probably saying, you know, depending on what time our game is tomorrow, maybe I can be in the spring game. I dish out a little contact myself, but she seems like she's okay. Always a good sign. One thing also to note, too, Jenna, you talked about how it's been a couple of years since you've had a big crowd and a loud environment. If, you know, maybe that had something to play with it as well. As soon as that ball came off the bat of Bree Perez, there was a loud noise from the crowd, whether it was the deep gas from the Stanford crowd or the cheering for the UCLA crowd. And
yeah, I think I just saw Eliak mouth to Taylor Gendelsberger. The crowd, I had a hard time hearing you, literally. Because in that situation, too, your center fielder is your anchor. They're the priority. If they call it, you get out of the way if you're a left or right fielder. But I will give Eliak credit for hanging on to that ball. That was tough. When you have that kind of contact and she didn't drop it, that was tough. So both players extremely tough in that situation.
Well, you want to talk about some concentration, too. On the replay, it actually looked like the ball came out of her glove, so she had to make that same catch twice. All that being said, there is one down. Unfortunately for Stanford, you don't get credit for 2 outs if you catch it twice. And Pola, the first pitch goes the other way. It's foul.
Against a hitter like Pola, Elena Vaughter already naturally does a good job of keeping the ball down in the zone, but she came into this weekend leading the Pac-12